A great evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to race 3 of Tier 3. We're live in Baku, a track that some of the breakaway drivers have been complaining about, but yet we are live. First race of the week, of course, is going to be from our Tier 3 drivers. It's going to be short quali. The race will be reduced to 25%, of course, noting the turnout. Of course, some of the drivers affected with load shedding, and some obviously affected by the long weekend. I trust that all of y'all had a lovely long weekend. For those who were getting married, congratulations. And for those that were spending time with family and having a good time with friends, hope you had a good time. And you are back nice and fresh. It's race 3 of Baku. Let us go. Cars making their way out, of course. We'll keep a close eye on the times. Perk Mille being the first one out, representing Mercedes. It is good to note that F1, or rather let me just say EA Sports, have patched their mistake. You will note a couple of races ago that we were using our own branded cars. We are back now with the F1 23 cars, noting that, of course, equal performance is back to being equal. 16 and a half minutes to go of short quali, and then we've got 13 laps of action live in Baku. We'll just keep a close eye, of course, on the times. As Perk Mille almost makes a mistake there on the famous castle section of Baku. Let's go. Go, says definitely Duke in the comment section. You will catch him live, of course, tomorrow with the Tier 2 gang. As we take a sneak peek, of course, on the standings, Brown Boy currently is at P1 with 36 points, still busy. P2 with 28 points. Brasitle, we'll touch on him shortly. Is in P3, was in P3. Azuri P4, close by a point. Mfundo P5, 6, Skitty Gamer 7. Prince H just Tendo with 10 points. Finds himself in P9. Finna find a man who suffers all the time with load shedding. Finds himself in P10. Smuda Maluda, who's having the best of time overseas, finds himself in P11. Opa, P12, and FIFA player and Perk Mille, who we are live with, still yet to score points. Will today beat his race as he posted 36.9 on the first sector, as Just Tendo has retired, ladies and gentlemen, without even posting a time. Well, hopefully that will be his only mistake for the day, as we keep a close eye on Perk Mille, making it nice and clean out of the castle section. Takes it nice and clean out. Representing Mercedes for the day. Looks his lap looks quite clean, but we'll obviously have to just keep a close eye on the times and see what will the time to beat. Remember, there's always going to be friendly competition amongst the 3 tiers, on which tier will post the fastest time. Let's go. Looks like a clean lap by Perk Mille, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to send it now down the straight. It's only going to be about the straight line speed. He activates his DRS, hugs that line. 142, 143. That's a 143.4 for Perk Mille. That's actually not a bad time as he hits the wall. Thankfully for him, he's not broken the wing, as we keep a close eye on his teammate for the day, Mfundo, who's improved that first sector time by almost 2 seconds, ladies and gentlemen, representing Mercedes as well. Takes it nice and clean, does Mfundo. What will his time be? Castle section. Takes it nice and clean. We'll keep it on gear 3, like how the professionals do. And we'll send it down the straight of sector 2. Prince has posted a 1:44.9. He'll be hoping to improve that time as it's currently far off the leader, who's ladies and gentlemen. And if you've just joined us, ladies and gentlemen, you will note that, of course, that Sihle is currently not in the tier 3 grid, and that's because he has been promoted to tier 2. So, reason being, of course, Wandile Shezi, aka W_Shezi, has basically let go of his seat, noting, of course, that because of commitments, he doesn't see that he'll be able to make most of the races, so he'll rather make some for tier 3. And based on the standings, of course, as I had alluded to earlier, Brown Boy, Go Busy, were approached and they were like, nope, we cool with tier 3. So with Sihle being in P3, he was offered the opportunity as well, and he said, thank you very much, I will grab it with both hands. So be sure to catch him live tomorrow. He'll be teaming up with Ludi and the Williams. Let us go. Team Mfundo, let us go. As I would say, his biggest fan is watching on live. We'll be hoping to represent better this season as Mfundo, and pay back his loyal support. As they stand, currently find themselves on P3. I'm assuming the Sector 2 and Sector 3 times were the times to improve. As he actually had a great Sector 1. One wonders where he might have messed up as we keep a close eye. He's out of ERS, so I'm assuming he'll be going back into the pits. He's improved by 1.5 seconds as Mfundo without ERS. Is he going to say the double straight with no battery? Oh, that's going to cost him dearly. One must say, DRS will be activated. His own 0%. Will he improve on his time at least? Yes, he does. But one would have thought, with a bit of battery power, he would have got on pole. Well, I keep a close eye. Azuri, probably the fastest man on the grid as things stand, is in the pits. Skinny Gamer is out on the medium compound tire. He's got about 10.5 minutes to play with. So definitely Duke saying he'd probably put in a low of fuel. Let us go. Skinny Gamer opting to send it around a couple of times with the medium compound tire. Well, we'll have to wait and see if it's a couple of times, noting the time, of course, or if it will be a one shot on the medium compound tire. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, this race has been shortened to 25%, noting the turnaround, of course, from our tier 3 drivers. So it's going to be a short and sweet race. Let's go. As we go live, ladies and gentlemen, with Skinny Gamer. Has it nice and clean on the medium compound tire. That's a beautiful exit. Some of us in tier 1 struggle there. Some of us lock up even here. Oh, this track. So it's not sure for anyone, one must say. A shout out to all the 8 viewers that have just joined us. Welcome to tier 3, race 3. We're live in Baku. As Skinny Game on the medium compound tire says 36.9. It's probably the fastest Sector 1 time. We'll keep a close eye, of course, on those times. Got about less than 9 minutes to go, of course. I think the drivers are probably just waiting to cook the last few rounds. Let us go. lap looking nice and clean. By Skitty Gamer. Doesn't go purple in the second sector. Bit of oversteer there. Maybe too eager on the accelerator. Almost loses the car, but manages to hold it down. He's opted to go on the medium compound tire. Opa, who's joined us as well, is about to start his fastest lap. We'll keep a close eye on him. What time does Skitty Gamer post? He goes third with a 1:44 flat. Let's go. Opa has opted to slow down. I'm not sure if that was a mistake on his outlap, or we'll give it another go. Note, of course, that is slow down. We'll need to save a bit of ERS there. Gonna go again. Azuri still chilling in the pits. He's still got time. Perhaps opting for a one shot. Keep a close eye on that. Skinny Gamer still sending it, but at what cost? Note, of course, that he is out of ERS, but just need to go back into the pits and give it another shot. Mamfundo with fans. Giving it one more shot. I'm assuming the strategy here will not require any hard compound tire. Of course, noting that there will be 13 laps, but Baku is well known for tire deg. So we'll keep a close eye on the strategies. Duke alluded to the mere fact that Azuri will give it one shot. Well, we hope that he makes no mistake on his one shot. Very tricky track, of course, but of course other drivers are more comfortable than others. We've got about 6 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. We are live to the field. As we go live with Mamfundo, with Azuri still chilling in the pits, we'll allow Mamfundo to give us an audio lap. Let us go. Oh, Azuri was out of the lobby. Oh my goodness. Thankfully, he's been able to join and he still has time to play with. Back to the audio lap, ladies and gentlemen. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is that how you post a fast lap? Mamfundo says Paul, thank you very much. Azuri has been kicked out again. Oh my goodness, I hope he's able to take over his car. I think he's getting in and out of the lobby. I hope he'll be sorted out. Don Rabico with his modest self saying nice lap. Must give it to Mamfundo. That was a very beautiful lap, nice and clean, and puts him up into pole. about 7/10 faster than his teammate for the day. That's Perk Billy. Let us go. Azuri must join and take over his car. Still got 3 minutes, which is enough time. So let us go, ladies and gentlemen. Just give him a shout and tell him to take over his car. He's still on track, so he does not have any issues with that. Perk finds himself in P2. It's going to be the battle of the Mercedes today. We'll keep a close eye on his time, of course, as he makes it out of the castle section. And he is about to send it down the straight, the start of Sector 2. Takes it down to Gear 3. Wants to have a better exit, a much quicker exit. Let's look at the times. Does he improve? Yes, he's improved by more than half a second, ladies and gentlemen. Is he going to fight this position with Mfundo as Mfundo makes his way back into the pit? Has Azuri been able to take over his car? Will he not be able to post a fast lap? Ladies and gentlemen, we've got about less than 2 minutes to go. Hopefully, he can. Down the straight, DRS is activated. What will Perk Billy's time be? Ooh, he improves, but finds himself slightly short from his teammate for the day, Mfundo. Less than a tenth behind. It's the battle of the Mercedes. Let's go. Skinny finds himself in P3. Prince, his teammate for the day, P4. Opa, who's just DNF'd, finds himself in P5. Azuri. Oh my goodness. Composer has joined just in time. Oh, this is not good news. This is definitely not good news for the likes of Mfundo, Perk, Skinny, Prince, Opa, Azuri, and just Tendo, as Go Busy is currently in the lead standings of Tier 3. Azuri just requesting another invite. He's got 30 seconds. I'm hoping that he'll be able to join. Kopizi will settle. Of course, without posting any time. Noting, of course, that he's just joined the lobby now. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the grid started off with 5 drivers, meaning this will be a 25% race. So, will Perk be able to send it around again? As we have a close eye, he does not have ERS. I think he will settle for P2. Well, as they stand, ladies and gentlemen, that will be your grid. Mfundo, P1. Perk finds himself in P2. Skinny Gamer, P3. Prince finds himself in P4 without posting a time. Opa as well. Go Busy joining the lobby just now. Azuri, P7. I hope he's be able to take over his car. And just Tendo as well, DNFing. During a quali. That will be your grid, ladies and gentlemen. 8 drivers, 25%. Let us go. We're live at Baku, race 3, tier 3. Sun is out. Doesn't look like we're going to be experiencing any issues with the weather. Strategies are going to be key. Note, of course, that we've got 13 laps around this track for today, for Tier 3. So we'll just have to keep a close eye on the strategies. I hope Azuri would have been able to put a setup on. So we're going to have to see how it pans out. So if you've just joined us, remember, ladies and gentlemen, Sihle has moved up into Tier 2, and will be partnering with Ludi. Note, of course, that it was P3. The front 2 drivers opted to stay in Tier 3, so Sihle has been moved up to Tier 2. Let us go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's about to be showdown as we are off, ladies and gentlemen. Good start by Mumfundo, good start by Skinny Game as well. Oh, it's the battle of the Mercedes. Mumfundo goes wide, all that side by side. Oh, there's action behind. The other driver's perk says thank you very much, Skinny. Sends it on the inside. Oh, Skinny. Talk about risking it all. Mumfundo has lost 2 positions. Top easy has gained 2. Just Tendo 3. Let's keep a close eye on Azuri, who's still a ghost. Thankfully, his car's moving, so he will be able to join the lobby and catch on. Hopefully, he can catch on in time. As we go back to the front runners, ladies and gentlemen, Perk has opened a 6-10 gap. Skinny finds himself in P2. Mumfundo losing 2 positions. Probably the biggest loser out of the front pack, ladies and gentlemen. On the medium compound tire, so busy. Finds himself in P4. Has gained 2. Just Tendo 3 positions. Opa. It's Prince. Oh, there's action at the back, and Prince says, "Oh, Skinny Gamer, what the hell is going on?" Virtual safety cars out. I'm assuming Skinny missed his braking zone and hit the wall. Virtual safety car, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a grid of 8 drivers already. There's a safety car. With Skinny, of course, DNFing, Mumfundo says thank you very much. I'll jump into P2. Perk is on a hard compound tire, ladies and gentlemen. Mumfundo on the medium. So busy. Note, of course, that he needed it to close the gap, starting at the back, starting on the soft compound tire. Prince finds himself in P4, hopefully with no wing damage. Just Tendo P5. Opa P6. Azuri still a ghost. Oh my goodness. I hope. Go Busy has retired. Go Busy has retired as well. What is going on? It's a grid of 8 drivers, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, just Tendo hits the wall, and Opa has to make sure that he avoids it, ladies and gentlemen. The gap between the Mercedes runners are over. It's 2.7 seconds. Opa will need to make a move on, because Tendo is definitely not doing very well on the exit, but he's putting the pressure. Oh no, this is going to the wall. This one is going to the wall. No, just Tendo. No, sir. You don't do that, sir. You do not do that. You do not do that. That has definitely jeopardized Prince's race. And Prince now has to pit. Caught live on camera. Live on camera. There is no way. Prince will be fuming, ladies and gentlemen. Prince will be fuming. Anyway, second virtual safety car, basically in 2 laps. Perk still comfortable in the lead. Gap 3.2. It's all about managing Delta now. No more mistakes. Mumfundo, P2. Opa on the soft compound tire. It's got a bit of ground to make. Izuri, still a ghost. Virtual safety car. So he'll find himself on P4. Just Tendo. DRS is activated. Tendo can make that move. Prince will definitely have to send it in the pits, as you will note the lap times are 1:59s. We haven't had a clean lap since the start. Azuri tries to join the lobby again. Hopefully he will be able to take over his car. I'm assuming Prince will have to go on the hard compound tire. Note, of course, that he was done dirty by Just Tendo. So he will be taking this till the end of the race. Mfundo has closed that gap. It looks like he managed to manage the delta very well. He's closed that gap from 2.7 seconds to about a second. Let us go. Just Tendo is closing in on Opa. Hopefully he will not he will not kill Opa this time around. Oh, poor Opa Sam. Oh. You better get away quick. Yep, and he does exactly that. Makes it nice and clean in the castle section. Just Tendo also makes it nice and clean. Azuri still a ghost, hoping that he'll be able to take over this car as soon as possible. Prince finds himself 29 seconds behind. Note, of course, that he has pit early with that incident. Perk has opened that gap. Mfundo is putting the pressure. It's the medium compound tire versus the hard compound tire. Mfundo, close that gap, sir. I'm assuming both compound tires are not warm enough. Note, of course, that's you haven't really gotten any racing. This will be probably the first clean lap. Let us go. The chat is getting heated up. Of course, noticing that CK has moved up into tier 2. Looking forward to his battle with Mango. But yeah, you know, of course, with CK's pace, that definitely a tier 1 candidate, tier 1 champion. Well, the likes of Django and Don will obviously have something to say about it, and the likes of Caesar as well. A lot of drama from a breakaway point of view, tier 1, of course. But yeah, we'll see how that one pans out before the tier 1 race. Let us go. It's lap 4 of 13. Mfundo closing in. DRS, I'm assuming, will be activated. Mfundo on the medium compound tire, making them talk. Oh, goes very wide there. Will lose a lot of time as he missed his apex. It's castle section for both drivers. They take it nice and clean. Oh my goodness, so unfortunate for Zuri. Finds his car currently P5 as Opa DNFs. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think today we are honestly seeing that this track, yeah, it's not for the faint-hearted. Out of 8, we've already lost 3. And we are not even halfway the drama. Oh, Azuri, please take over your car, please, man. Perk says 147.6, ladies and gentlemen. I think the hard compound tire is now a talking. But Mfundo, I think when it comes to sector 1, he closes the gap, assuming that, of course, he's got the straight line speed. But when it comes to the second DRS zone, as we will get it now, when it comes to sector 2 and sector 3, I think he loses the plot, Desmond Fundo. It's all going to be about strategy now. Who will be the first Mercedes to pit? Assuming it will be Mfundo. Noting, of course, that he's on the medium compound tire. It's a race, a battle between the Mercedes. Let us go. Better exit this time around by Mfundo. As he closes in the gap castle section. Oh, Mfundo. Bit tricky there. Loses 6 tenths in a matter of 2 turns. Perk is saying, let us go, sir. Mfundo with a better ground to make. Prince is closing the gap on Azuri on the hard compound tire. I'm assuming he'll be taking these tires to the end. It's lap 5 of 13. Let's keep a close eye, of course, on the tire time. Ooh, he was far back with the leader. Very far back, I'm assuming. For 15 seconds of the pits, of course, with them changing the ring. Bit of work to be done there by the stewards. Let us go. Zuri's 8 high, oh my goodness, unfortunate for Zuri, who's been trying to join as much as possible, but he keeps being kicked out, which is just unfortunate. Not sure if it's network issues there or what's going on, but his AI is holding his own. He wasn't able to post a lap, of course, yeah, which is sad news. It's lap 6 of 13. Around about halfway, as we make our way halfway around, as Prince hooking now, post the fastest lap on the hard compound tire. I think Mamfundo's exits on sector 2 are pretty much bad, which should be a sign that he's definitely running a very much low wing. Will he be able to close that gap up a bit? Oh, and Perk, yes he does. Perk finally find himself comfortable, healthy ERS. Mamfundo as well has got a healthy ERS, but Mamfundo's much closer now as they about to finish sector 2. Mamfundo with the straight line speed, ladies and gentlemen. Let us go. Will Mamfundo use a bit of ERS? It doesn't look like it. Perk says let us go. If I'm Mamfundo, I'm using ERS. Thankfully for him, I've got the straight line speed. I've got the ERS. I've got the DRS. DRS is activated. He opts not to use anymore. But you can see him cutting on the gap, ladies and gentlemen, as both drivers are about to start lap 7 of 13. Let us go. Action pack, ladies and gentlemen. Still the battle between the Mercedes drivers. Justendo finds himself 30 seconds behind. Oh, weaving all over the show. Prince who has a lot to say about the driver that's in front of him, of course, is cutting that gap gradually. As we take a sneak peek at the stops, Prince, notice of course that he's pit and gone on the hard compound tire. Does not necessarily have to pit again, but he is gaining a lot of ground to Justendo. The gap now 11.2 seconds. It was literally 13 seconds at the start of the lap. Definitely draining down. Mamfundo sends it again within DRS of his teammate for the day, Perk. Let us go. Is Perk flashing? No. DRS nice at Justendo has DNF'd. Are we gonna have a safety car? No, we will not. Oh, they side by side. Mamfundo. Where did Mamfundo come from? Oh, what is going on with the Mercedes drivers? What is going on? Go again, Mamfundo. I wash my hands, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and he's changing his wing. I think, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this race is over. Azuri, still a ghost. Bongani, basically saying rookie error. Azuri saying podium inbound. Noting, of course, that is Ghost is currently in P4. Prince finds himself in P3 as Azuri's Ghost enters the pits. Well, Monfundo, why would you pit at the same? Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yep. The trash talk continues there with the Breakaway brothers. We literally have no action, no more in this race. We'll start off with 8 drivers. We've got about half the grid now. Baku, not for the faint-hearted. Let us go. I think Prince can afford to pit and probably send it for the extra point now. Note, of course, that I think it will pretty much sit comfortable. In P3, note, of course, that is gap with Azuri. Where did he break his wing? Hope not. I hope not. But he can definitely go for the fast lap, ladies and gentlemen, as we keep a close eye on Perk. I'm assuming he'll be sending it. Azuri hacked in the comments saying this was his race. This was his race. And unfortunately, he hasn't been able to join lobby. Sad news for Azuri. Fortunately for him, he's still got a couple of races to go. Let us go. Lap 9 of 13. Looks like Perk might be going for the fastest lap as he improves his time by 9/10. Let's keep a close eye on Monfundo. Is he going for a fast lap yet? Does it look like it? Does not look like it. Does he improve his time? Yes, he improves it by 8/10. Keep a close eye on the fastest lap, ladies and gentlemen. Currently 1:47.2. As things currently stand, these two drivers are going to demolish that time. But which one of the two? Prince has pit for the mediums. Oh my goodness. One will argue and say that is probably another rookie error, as we'll keep a close eye on the battle of the fastest laps. I think that's the battle we will be watching now. What time has he improved it by? By almost 2 seconds. It's Perk Millie. Monfundo, do you have a response, sir? It's almost 2 seconds. By Perk, what does Monfundo say? 2.3 seconds. Oh, let us go. Perk says it's down the straight. Definitely will be the fastest lap, but will it be faster than Monfundo? Keep a close eye on the times. That's a 1:45.7. Monfundo also down the straight. Will he improve it much better? He takes it with a 1:45 flat. That's pretty much the fastest lap gone. Note, of course, that Prince has opted to go on the medium compound tire. Well, he might just have something to say come penultimate lap and the last lap, so we'll keep a close eye on that. But Monfundo says, well, I'll beat your time by 7/10. Let us go, teammates, for the day. I must say this is nice and clean driving by both Mercedes drivers. Have not risked it at all. Take a blunder. I think the first blunder would have been both of them picking the same car. I think that definitely is the first blunder by both drivers. Could have been action-packed towards the end of the race. Well, Monfundo did pit to change his lane, so there's that as well. But Perk is holding his own. He's pretty much led the whole race. Opted to start on the medium compound, the hard compound tire. I beg your pardon. And has gone for the soft. Monfundo, on the other hand, started on the medium compound tire and is on the soft now. His set fastest lap. Has a challenge his ERS. Is he going for another fast lap? What is Monfundo doing? Is he going to be improving his fast lap? Monfundo, yes he does! He says 1:45.9. Beat that, teammates. Let's go, Mumfundo. Well, yep, Perk will have some rubber to save and some ERS if he's going to challenge that. Let's keep a close eye on Prince. Currently 5/10 better than his time. I don't think that will be as quick as the front two runners. His child is son. Hey, playing with fire there with ERS activated on those bends. The back walls are definitely not friendly as he improves his time by 0.05 of a second. But of course, that will not compete for the fastest lap. If I was Prince, I'd probably just give myself a chance by saving ERS for the next 2 laps and doing a last lap. It's lap 11 of 13. The field looks spread out as we go back to the times. Azuri has been a ghost all day. Unfortunately for him, finds himself in P4. He is definitely hacked that he could not join the lobby, as this is one of his favorite tracks. Mumfundo with the fastest lap has cut that gap. It initially started off when they both exited the pits on 13 seconds and now 7.2 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, Mumfundo is definitely sending it, but I think it's a case of a bit too late. Perk has been nice and clean and is comfortable in P1. Let us go. Penultimate lap, beg your pardon, has been started. Oh, Mumfundo is sending, man. Then, probably Charles is rubber, man. We hope that no mistakes. Noting that literally towards the end of the race. So, better play it nice and clean. Mumfundo. Looking solid, one must say. As Prince has opted to pit in the penultimate lap, meaning he'll have one shot. Is he back on the medium? How? Is he changing wing? It looks like he is changing wing. Does he not have a soft compound tire? Prince. Azur, the ghost. Are you podium bouncer? Good far for that, unfortunately for the ghost. But Mumfundo, ladies and gentlemen, he is cutting that gap. It's now 5.5 seconds. Is it a case of Perk playing it safe, or is Perk going for the fastest lap? Doesn't look like he will get it. As he has eaten up all his ERS and starts the final lap. Let us go, Mumfundo. Also, ERS done, but moving. The gap now moving into the 4 seconds. Talk about sending it, Mumfundo. Let us go. 4.9, Perk. Better be safe, otherwise your teammate for the day will be hunting you. He is closing. Now 4.8 seconds. 4.7. Mumfundo sending. Azuri saying Prince should crash for vibes for that podium spot. Let us go. A pretty much short and sweet race, ladies and gentlemen. Note, of course, that the initial grid had only 5 drivers. It's a good thing. Why, Mumfundo? Why, sir? Thankfully for him, Prince is still far off. Mumfundo, why would you do that? Thankfully for him, it's only a 4 driver grid. But the man of the day, not even trying to risk it. That's a P1, Hey, Perk almost showed us a movie there. He will take it nice and clean, and he will say, "Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I will take that race." Hey, wait! Yo. Hey, I wonder how you guys do this thing of risking the spin towards the line. What happens if you spin and you don't cross the line? My friend, though, with a broken wing, will say, "Thank you very much. I will take P2 Prince." We'll have to send it, of course, one more time through the castle section. Hopefully he'll take it nice and easy. His only battle is with himself now. Azuri saying just DNF, man. I don't think Prince will want to do that, but look at him playing with his ERS on the bench. Let us go. Hey, why not? What are these guys showing us on the last lap, guys? I'm hoping he'll take it nice and clean. He mustn't go against the wall. Prince movie incoming. ERS is activated. Prince movie incoming. No, he takes it nice and clean. I think that will be your podium for the day, ladies and gentlemen. Prince, of course, will be fuming with the incident which took him out of this race with just Tendo, who finishes P3. And, of course, Azuri, who was the ghost for the day, will finish P4. Thankfully, it was a short and sweet race. And Prince will take a driver of the day with obviously noting the ground that he made. So, P1, P2, both Mercedes drivers. Perk, relatively easy race. Fundo put a bit of pressure earlier on, but did not manage to maintain it. And he will take P1. Mumfundo says, "Thank you very much. I'll take P2, which is 18 plus the fast lap point. Making it 19 for the day." Prince rounds off the podium positions. One wonders if he'll be going into the steward's office because of just Tendo, but we're going to have to wait and see. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your grid. Perk, P1, Mfundo, P2, and Prince rounds off the podium spots. Catch us live tomorrow as we'll be joined now, the new promo T to Tier 2, representing the Williams. He was very lively in the chat. And that's Brasiche. It's got the likes of Mango to compete with, the likes of other drivers of course. He's got his teammate Ludi, who, when he got promoted, he told them, "Let us go." Shout out. Be sure to join us same time tomorrow as we'll be live with Tier 2. Good night.